Alright, shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Kakudash. The blood unto the elder apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone who are well and taught us his truth. Salutes to all you Arkim out there pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. Now, this is a quick one, from The Guardian. The paper, and it says second night of rioting in Ballymena leaves 17 police officers injured. Of course, you got things just heating up, man. Globally, you got things heating up, yeah. You got the LA thing. I want to do, some coverage on that. A couple articles and stuff, some other shows lined up. But pretty much, this is in Ireland, yeah. Ireland, just across from mainland UK there. It says racially motivated attacks have left families in fear, says police after unrest broke out. Let me take this charger out. Over alleged sexual assault. Yeah, and I'm not going to play this clip, but you can see that looks like a car that's been set alight on fire. From Rory Carroll, the Ireland correspondent, a second night of rioting has left 17 police officers injured and caused damage to several homes, businesses and vehicles in Ballymena in Northern Ireland. The crowd launched a sustained attack on officers on Tuesday night by hurling petrol bombs, masonry and fireworks in the county Antrim town. A police spokesman said they added businesses' homes were attacked and damaged, and a number of vehicles were also set on fire in the area. 17 officers were injured, requiring hospital treatment. 5 people were arrested on suspicion of riotous behaviour. Disturbances erupted on Monday night when 15 officers were injured after a vigil for a teenage girl allegedly sexually assaulted by 2 14-year-old boys. The boys had appeared in court earlier that day, charged with attempted GRAPE. When a Romanian interpreter read them the charges, police said the unrest turned into racially motivated attacks on foreigners that left families cowering in their homes as mobs broke windows and tried to set fire to curtains. Wow. Police fired plastic baton rounds and used water cannon to try and disperse the crowds on Tuesday. So it's popping off, you got this alleged attack. Now they're saying it's turned into a race thing, man. So it's popping off over there in Ireland right now. And it's interesting now, all these riots and that. There's one common theme. They're saying it's racially motivated, and because at the end of the day, that's what people do. People take, no matter what, people, as they say, birds of a feather flock together. People take to their nationality and that, and they back their own, man. So, yeah, man. I might do another. This is just a quick hit on this one. I might do another one. But yeah, man, you got a couple of days now rioting over there in Ireland. Island riots and police officers. Look at that photo, man. That car's ablaze, man. Petrol bomb and fireworks launched at police during Ballymena rioting, and there's a video on it which I'm not gonna play. So things happen in court. People ain't happy with outcomes. The scriptures speak about that, man. People rising up against the government, for various things. It could be on a so-called small level over particular cases like this, and overall it's going to be over wide scale, in economics, you call it macro. You've got microeconomics, which looks at the intricacies of smaller things within an economy. Then you've got macroeconomics, which is general economic-wide influences and things that happen, So it's the same thing with socioeconomics. You've got microeconomics, how people react to things socially and how that affects the economics of an area. And then you've got macro, generalized things, bigger, wider, larger matters. You know, so this is case specific according to this sexual alleged sexual assault. You know, so people are responding, man. So you know, that's that sedition. That's that people getting riled up. You know, the scriptures speak about that. Sedition, right? Let's see. 1 second. Just type that in. Should come up. Right, 2 Ezra 15:16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. You know, and you know, again, you know, people's houses getting smashed, the windows getting smashed in, trying to set the curtains on fire, and all that stuff. You know, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. So, you know, that's your court systems on a low level, your prime ministers, your judges, you know, presidents, you know, whatever the current system is. And ultimately, they're low on the food chain. That really goes all the way back up to the banking elite. You know, and this is, you know, so people ain't just, you know, government on a whole. You know, people ain't messing with that. You know, you don't give us the answers we want. You do things you don't like. People take to the streets. You know, in this case over this case. So it says, no, they're princes and the course of their actions are standing in their power, man. You know, so there you have it, man. You know, things are popping off, man. And, yeah. So I'm going to close out on this one. Like I said, I may go back into this particular case, you know. But, yeah, you got riots all over the place, you know. Just reported in over in this region around here. You know, Ireland is, you know, it's popping off in Northern Ireland, man. You know. And a lot of the Irish, they're Israelites, man. You know, Irish, you know, angry man. You know, a lot of them are Jake, man. But anyways, with that, I'm going to close this out, man.